let's go across to Aishwarya as well as Pragya, who are joining us. Aishwarya, I'm going to come to you first, and let's keep the politics aside. At the end of it, let's not forget the Prime Minister is also an Indian who's had witnessed that crushing defeat of India after 10 straight wins, unfortunately losing that one final. But it is good to see he went inside the dressing room and he tried to motivate the players nonetheless.
Well, certainly, Team India made us proud, winning 10 out of 10 games and then losing in the finals. And that was a very emotional moment for the Indian cricketers after losing the game. I'm being joined by world champion of 1983 team, Kirti Azad. Sir, directly coming to you. Prime Minister visited the dressing room. It was emotional moments for all the cricketers. They thought that, this is going to be the moment for them after 2011. Now they will be winning, and Prime Minister was there to keep morale high. He visited the dressing room. He motivated Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. How do you see these movements coming in? Prime Minister directly stepping into the dressing room.
Well, first of all, I speak as a sportsman and I don't speak as a politician. It's a sanctum sanctorium for a cricketer. Those dressing rooms are to make plans. If you win or lose, you discuss things. It's like somebody entering a Prime Minister's bedroom or his dressing room. So these are very private places where you don't want anybody. ICC has restricted any movement, whether you're the Prime Minister of this nation or you are official. Even officials cannot go in. So it's unfortunate. I mean, there are rooms outside where you can meet the public, but in the dressing rooms, you're not allowed.
But at that point, the match was over and the World Cup finished. Rohit Sharma was in tears, and then somebody like Prime Minister, who had such a stature, Home Minister also walking in, greeting those players and motivating him after the World Cup finals, after the match got over, is something that could be seen.
If the Prime Minister loses the Vidhan Sabha elections, can I go to his bedroom and his toilet and go and console him and saying, oh, bad luck, you lost the elections? That's not the way to do it. There is a decency and decorum. It's sports. It's not politics. And I have been through both. There are no rules in politics, but in sports there are rules. There are basic decorum and decency that has to be maintained. Dressing room is the sanctum sanctorium. Like nobody in a temple can go into the sanctum sanctorium. You can only say pranam from outside and not go in. That is what I'm saying, and I say it as a sportsman. I don't say it as a politician. I felt bad. He could have easily called the team. There are meeting rooms outside where all of them could have met. People are roaming around naked. When we used to play, we used to be roaming around naked, going into the toilets, taking a shower, coming back in a towel, wearing nothing or just a supporter or a jock strap that we used to put our guard in. So, these are places where you should not visit. It's as simple as that. Because after the game, I'm sure the team wanted to talk as to why we lost. You make plans, why you lost, why you shouldn't do those mistakes again. And suddenly you have somebody coming and consoling you. Well, fair enough. We saw him during the Chandrayaan landing also. First time when it was not successful. Unfortunately, he visited the dressing room when we were not successful. Also, he was there at the ground. But I feel there are certain things, there are certain limits. After all, you're also a human being, whether it's the Prime Minister or it's the international cricketers.
But so won't you agree about the fact that after every failure, a human being needs somebody to console? And
not have been allowed in that dressing room. This is what I'm saying. And consoling, you are trying to tell me that if the Prime Minister wouldn't have been there, they would have all gone into mental depression? Dementia? Come on, give me some better reason for it.
So are you saying that there was some motive behind the entire events that followed, and Prime Minister presence was also under question at the Narendra Modi Stadium? His leadership was also questioned by some of the INDIA MPs, saying that, at that point of time as well, Indira Gandhi, when you won the World Cup, Indira Gandhi greeted all the players. What's wrong in Prime Minister greeting these players after 2023 World Cup? Do you think that all of these things certainly have motive behind it?
Indira Gandhi didn't go to the dressing room. Manmohan Singh didn't go to the dressing room in 2011. They were invited to the house. Had they won, they would have been invited to the house. They didn't win, so they were not invited to the houses. We've seen what happened to the wrestlers. No, nothing came out of it. So what I mean to say, let sports be sports and don't try and...
Let sports be sports. There's a lot of criticism, of course, has been coming in after we saw the video of the Prime Minister consoling Team India.